Let the wisdom in tow. Feel the rhythm in your soul. Let your spirit flow. Inspire you to grow. Inspire you to glow. Let it glow. Let it glow. Let it glow.
Hi, Glow Gang, and welcome to a brand new episode of Glotalks, where we talk about art, spirituality, and life lessons. I'm your host, Gloria Mwange, and today's conversation is about resilience, transformation, and what it really means to rebuild your life more than once. My guest is an author who turned her experience into a powerful message through her book, My Seventh Rebuild. Her story is a reminder that rebuilding isn't failure. It's actually growth, courage, and choosing yourself over and over again. I'm excited for us to dive into this journey about what rebuilding really looked like for her and how women can find strength in their own seasons of restructuring. Hi, Samar.
Hi.
How are you today?
You pronounced it Almond.
Almond? Okay, how do I actually pronounce your last name? Because I want to make sure that I
It's
actually get it
actually
right.
my student. Almont.
Almont.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds French. First of all, thank you
Hmm.
for your easy yes.
Thank you.
And the fact that you even just reached out, I basically, shot a message
Yeah.
for this season, something I've never done before. And I felt so prompted actually to send a message to the group. You were one of the few people who reached out to me directly. I would love to be a part of the show. And this is actually what happened. I'm going to give a background story before we even dive deeper into this, right? I was in New York with my best friend, and we had gone for a funeral. And I was even explaining to her, hey, look at what happened. I got a message from a girl named Samar. She came from the Stay True group, and I haven't read her message yet. I'm a little nervous about what the message says, because you sent me a message and a voice note, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, we sat on the bed together, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play the message, and we were basically together.
Yeah.
And I played the message, and I felt this rush of emotions. And I was like, first of all, this is really crazy, because it's almost as if I needed this, this season was to also talk about your story, if that makes any sense, right? And so when you gave me the little snippet of who you are and everything, I went directly to your page, and I'm like, I need to read this book. I need to get it. I need to understand what's going on, right? And I even remember messaging you, and I was like, you actually made me cry, because I had to go to the bathroom and kind of get myself together, because I'm like, whoa, what is this feeling, from a stranger that I don't even know of, right? And so, we set the date, and now you're here.
Good God.
Right.
When I saw that, immediately I'm like, is she talking to me?
Right. No, it was really divine. It
It's
was crazy.
Because the word, what you were saying, restructure, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. She's gonna be surprised. Let me just
Right.
text her.
I was like,
So-
that was so crazy, because even when you gave me the title of the book, I'm like, Seventh Rebuild. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
That's crazy.
And today we're covering the book,
Yeah.
because just as much as the feeling that I felt, just kind of reading a little snippet about, what your book was about, I purchased it right away, because I was like, I want to know now. Why would someone name their book Seventh Rebuild? Not the second or the third, but seven? And the thing is, to me, I am also one of that's I'm someone that's very I love God. Okay, and I love meaning to things.
Yeah.
When something doesn't have a meaning to it, I will go ahead and find it, and sometimes to my own detriment.
Yeah.
Not a good thing, right? So for me, the number 7 is also the number of completion, right? So I was like, all right, how do we go about this?
Yeah.
And fun fact, you are the last person in this season whose episode I didn't even prep. I only had the title of the episode, the date, the time, and the description that I just read for people. That's it. I didn't have anything until this morning, because as I was reading your book, I was like, whoa. Whoa. How do I even go
Did you
about writing?
relate?
I swear to you, I was like, I don't even know how to go about having to write my question down. So that's why I'm like, you know what, we're gonna go with the flow today.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna, you don't necessarily have to say everything about the book,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be biased and say that it was an amazing book, because your writing style is absolutely phenomenal. and
you.
your poems made me cry. And your story is fascinating. Who are you? Who is Samar?
I'm a human.
No,
I swear.
right?
Yeah, Samar is a Yemeni girl
Yes.
who was just living a simple life, or she thought she was. Yeah, I just love meaning. I've
Yes.
always wanted to understand things, but just a lot of suppression, and like life happens and you don't have time.
Yeah.
But eventually that calling comes up and you're just like, so yeah, I'm a person who never like just takes this is how it is
Yeah.
answer. I'm like,
Exactly.
but why?
Right.
Why are
Right.
things the way they are?
Exactly.
And could they be different?
Exactly.
So that was the spark
Yeah.
that got me starting on my writing journey.
Yeah. Life threw a lot of curveballs at you.
Mm-hmm.
And one who is not strong-minded would easily break. And you had several moments where, you broke, but you didn't shatter. Start me from the beginning. So you are from Yemen.
Yeah.
You were born and raised there?
No.
Okay.
So I was born in Iraq,
Okay.
in Baghdad, 86. I didn't stay that long. I think 2 or 3 years. I was a baby. We went back to Yemen for a couple of years. I went to the UK.
Yeah.
I did my kindergarten. I remember my first day in kindergarten. I was crying because I didn't know English.
Oh, no.
I was just latching onto the teacher, and my dad's like, the teacher was like, go, she'll be fine. By the time my
Right.
dad came pick me up, I was like on the teacher's head. So
Right,
I was
playing
good.
around.
I was good. So that was 6 years in the UK,
Right.
from kindergarten to grade 6. And then I moved to Yemen.
Okay.
Mom was super happy.
Was she? So did she always live in Yemen? Or did she?
No, she moved around with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was like her mom died in Yemen. She couldn't see her. So there's a lot of like difficulties there, and part of what shaped our family dynamics. But she was so happy just to really, because UK growing up there is very difficult.
Exactly.
So she was happy to be around community, family, and like go back.
Yeah.
It was a culture shock of my life to go back to my country.
I bet it is. I bet
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
So it was crazy because my family in Yemen, they didn't understand. Back in the day, we didn't have social media. You didn't really know what the outside world was like.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people were really shocked.
Yeah.
Who's this girl, doesn't know her language?
Right.
Like,
Ooh,
where'd she-
especially.
yeah, she's like bougie, coming from a different country,
Right.
the UK. They hear stuff about it. They don't know shit.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm like, I want to be in your shoes. I want to be comfortable here
Exactly.
with family. I don't want to be
this
there.
is home.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I face a lot of like culture shock in different ways. Just trying to assimilate and have family. But
Yeah.
eventually I stayed there for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
did my middle school. I was really happy, just beginning to adjust by the 4th year.
Oh,
And then
no.
poof, we
Moved
went
again.
to Canada.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. And so you came to Canada. You were around which age?
That's 2001.
Okay.
I suck at math, but probably like 15,
Okay.
14, 15.
Okay.
I went to high school.
Okay.
So it was a shift, just adjusting to the culture of Yemen,
Yeah.
and then moving to Canada.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh, now I need to get rid of that part.
Exactly.
And like understand Canada.
Yeah.
So going to high school here was interesting. And then September 11 happened.
Oh my God.
I was in high school and the PA system goes off like, everyone go home. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh my God.
So like, yeah, we're like,
What?
okay, what is this? So we go home, watch TV, all the buildings are burning. We're like, the end of the world is happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2001.
So you actually were in Canada. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's
So that
like-
was 4 years here.
okay.
By the end of I was going through my conservative stage
For
and like
sure.
not knowing much about Yemen, missing Yemen, but then wanting to adjust it. So it
Exactly.
was very confusing.
Yeah.
After that, I had the decision,
Mm.
and I could make a choice whether to stay or to go
Yeah.
back, because my dad worked in the embassy, so the term ends, so I had to go back. I decided to go back
Okay.
in search for meaning,
Right.
just as
Right.
because I didn't find myself here. I
Right.
just didn't understand the dynamic, and like, oh, but you're a Muslim, but you're like a terrorist, but then you're in this country, so
And
who are you?
9/11 had also just happened, so of
Yeah.
course, yes.
And like
okay.
my background is even complete Yemeni. I was like, I barely stayed in Yemen, like 4
Oh
years.
no, so
I don't
they
even.
actually mixed you all in the
Yeah,
pot. Oh
so
my
I'm just like
God.
confused, like who the hell am I?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to Yemen.
Right.
I'm gonna figure this shit out.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't care what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go back. That's all I know.
Exactly.
So I did, I went back, a lot of turmoil, a lot of family stuff, and it just, I had no idea what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned in the book, right? You said that, like, you talked about the moving from Canada back to Yemen, and you kind of like walked us through, like, how long did you stay in Yemen for when you went back from Canada?
It was 2 years.
2 years?
After Canada, it was 2 years. In those 2 years, I went to university. I tried to which university I can go into, but most of the universities only had Arabic. So I wasn't really well versed in Arabic at that time to actually take a course, like full-blown course in Arabic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So there was one university that had a Malaysian kind of collaboration that they just opened. It was a private university. They had this program that was in English.
Right.
It's like, yes, I can learn in English, so it's not difficult.
Exactly.
So I got into that for 2 years, but I just knew I wasn't supposed to stay there. There's just a lot of obviously a culture shock again.
Yeah.
I don't even count. The book counts.
Oh yeah,
well.
it definitely does count, which I honestly loved, because like I was like, okay, so how many countries is this now? Like we are on like the 6th. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so another culture shock when you went back home.
Yeah, it was really culture, like language again.
Yeah. And so not to kind of like, divulge the details of the book and everything, because I really need you guys to go and like purchase it and read it. But something had happened. That's when you found out, something had happened, that's family related. And so that also is something that kind of started off a new journey for you into, again, trying to find meaning and figuring out who you are and what's going on, right? That was a heavy situation for a teenager. In the theme of restructuring itself, like how did you, in that specific like 2 years that you had to spend in Yemen and like kind of figuring out what's going on, how did you have to like shift your perspective into what it became then?
I think if we go back to the time itself,
Right.
I think the brain kind of shuts down and forgets temporarily
Right.
for you to survive and focus on now and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, so temporarily I kind of like just zoned out and not really think deeply about stuff happening around.
Exactly. You were like on autopilot basically.
Yeah. You don't
Right.
really see what's happening around, and you don't really reflect. You're just like on shock.
Yeah.
So at that point, it wasn't restructuring yet. At that point, it was like, let me just get by.
Yeah. Let me just figure this out.
Let me just
Let's
get
go.
by.
Yeah.
And I knew that I wasn't supposed to be there, and I'm going to leave again.
Yeah.
So that was the focus. I'm like, okay, I need to survive.
Yeah.
And this is where I need to survive. So I had to travel. So that's the next travel.
Yeah.
But in that travel is when the cycle happened again.
Right.
The
Yeah.
craziness happened again.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like your question, going back to your question, is like, how do you figure out when you're restructuring?
Yeah.
I don't think that you like, I don't really figure out. It's like a long process. It's like a pause. It's like when you tape something.
Exactly.
You pause, you get back to it later.
Right.
But then you realize, oh, I boo-booed here. And then this is different.
Yeah.
So I have to re-record and like check it out
Absolutely.
again
Exactly.
and continue.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of erasing and mentally trying to erase. But the fact is you can't really erase.
That is true.
Yeah.
My dad always says, he says it in French oftentimes, but he says, you only have one life to live basically, right? And when you live your life, you don't live it in like a clean sheet where you get to like erase and then write again, right? It's like that same sheet that you're using is the same sheet that you're going to use until you die basically, right?
Yeah.
And so it's something that kind of builds a little bit of a perspective of what life really is about, because like some mistakes, it's like you think you're going to erase it. No, it happened.
Yeah.
You get to learn from it and move, but you kind of have to remember that.
But the
you're
thing is,
living on
it's
that.
different because when you're like trying to move country, you move everything that's familiar.
Exactly.
So that's the problem, because that's where the erasing came up. Like that's where the forgetfulness came.
Right.
So I had to kind of look back and say, actually, what did happen?
Exactly.
So the erasing happened not because I wanted to, it just happened to my brain.
Yeah.
And so I had to stop and try to remember, just because I wanted to build my perspective and I wanted to build who I was and what I was and what my passion was. Like, it's very difficult to kind of like pull strings together about like who you are, especially when you don't have the familiar space anymore to kind of build on that and people to remind you of who you are. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to, like, for example, someone tells you, oh, you're supposed to do this. This is your goal.
Yeah.
And they're going to remind you every now and then. But
Yeah.
when you have none of that,
Exactly.
like, it's on you.
Right.
You have to do the work
Exactly.
to remember.
Yeah.
And even if you went through trauma, you have to still remember to
To
write
be
it
able to-
down.
exactly.
And,
Yes.
like, that's why
Yeah.
I'm going to write this down.
Yeah.
So I try to write a lot because that's the only kind of comfort knowing this is what I think.
Yeah.
Therefore, this is a fact. This is true.
Right.
That's the only thing I can hold on to.
That part,
Nothing
yeah.
else was there.
Exactly. And you know, I actually love the fact that you're a writer, because I also write, and I kind of saw, like, it just gave me so much like joy to be able to sit down in like one sitting, read the whole thing. And I was like, this is good. This is really, really good. So when you were in Yemen,
Yeah.
you had decided, okay, I'm going to have to, like, you know, move and go somewhere. Where did you end up going?
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Truly Asia. I don't know if you know if that's a thing.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
their
You're teaching me
slogan.
something. You are teaching me. And so when you went to Malaysia, what did you find there? Yeah.
I found a spiritual calling.
Okay.
Can I
Let's
say
talk
that?
about it. Of course you can, because
That's,
we
like,
are literally
very-
talking about art, spirituality, and life lessons.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the spiritual.
It's really, really
healing.
spiritual because I had a dream when I was in Yemen of Malaysia. I don't know what Malaysia is. I never Googled Malaysia. I don't know what Malaysia is.
Right.
So I had a dream that I was in a specific type of room, and I knew it was going to be Malaysia because that was one of the countries that was open for us to travel.
Really?
So I'm like, I knew it was that country.
Right.
I'm like, I know I'm going there. That's how it is. I knew I was going there.
I love this.
So-
Let's talk about it. Okay.
So it's so weird. I don't know what these things are called because they're not dreams.
No.
They're like almost like
Visions.
a vision. Yeah.
They are
So
visions.
they are so creepy because I'm like, I don't know, but that's what's going to happen. Like, I know
Yes.
that's going to happen because I saw it. It's like, and
Yes.
it's not just you see stuff. No. You see and you know that's going to happen.
You're speaking
There's
my
different-
language. I love this.
There's different types of dreams.
Yes.
There are dreams where you're like,
Oh, it's
something.
just a dream.
Yeah,
And then
whatever.
there's dreams where you, like it keeps replaying
It's like tells you
and
know
tells
in
you
your
like,
conscious that this is going to happen.
Exactly.
It's like assuring you. It's
Yes.
like guiding. I don't know what it is.
Yes, that's.
it
I call
happens.
it God. I am also one person who is very big on dreams, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone who dreams, and when I remember my dream and I write it down, I know it's gonna come. It's gonna come to pass, and it always does, every single time. So when you had the spiritual, awakening, basically going, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. So when I got there,
Yeah.
and obviously things happened like 5-6 months after that dream.
Yeah.
I forgot about the dream, but I knew.
Oh,
like,
100%.
I already told them. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what I saw. That's it.
And did you have like a deja vu moment when you were in Malaysia? Like, whoa, I've
It wasn't
been here
even deja vu.
before.
I'm like, this is it. This was the dream. It's not
Okay.
even a deja vu. Deja vu is different. Deja vu is like you see something that you
Yeah.
forgot, and like it's like an instant thing. Like, oh, I've seen this before. No.
Yeah.
I already knew what I saw, and I already spoke about it.
Oh,
so when I
it's
was
basically
there,
confirmation.
I'm like, this is what I saw.
I love that. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's like, okay, I'm in the right place.
Yes.
So that's how it was,
Mm-hmm.
and it was some random place in the north of Malaysia. And my parents are like, "Are you sure you're going there?" I'm like, it seems like the one that because the
Wow.
collaboration, the program of the university that I went in had the branch there. That was the only location.
Okay.
So if I'm not continuing there, I'd have to start all over again.
Right.
Go and search for universities, and I just want to get over with it.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get in. So the whole process was unsure. If they didn't accept my transfer of credits, I might have not been able to join.
Really?
But I had that confidence because of the dream. I'm like, they're gonna accept
They're
it.
going to, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Like everyone was worried. I'm like, no, they're gonna accept it. It's gonna work,
Wow.
and it did. And I went in.
I mean, it was already written.
Yeah,
It was
so-
just a matter of you having to step into it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
those little things are so powerful
Yeah.
for me to understand meaning for myself.
Absolutely.
So it's so scary, but at the same time, that was the thing that
you
made me
know,
think.
I had to find out that scary is good. Scared is good. In some
ways.
In some
Yeah.
ways, yeah. Like not always. Whoa, I hope not. But scared sometimes is good.
Yeah.
Because scared kind of like gives you a little boost of like, I don't know what this is, stepping into like, the unknown. And then once you land, you're like, oh, it wasn't that scary type of thing, right? So that's in some way, shape or form, that's always a good thing. I love how whenever you had a mindset of having to move for, let's say, school, like academics, your dad was very like
Supportive.
He was very supportive of that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your dad for a second?
Yes. You can talk about my dad.
Won my heart.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's perfect, but he won my heart in the story.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, in like certain cultures, education is not really something that, you know, that's pushed, right? Because a woman is supposed to sit down, shut up, and do what she needs to do. But to see that your father kind of, you know, was the one pushing you to go, and you know, it was not no ifs and buts. Like my daughter says, I'm gonna go do my PhD, I'm gonna go, and he will find a way to kind of like finance that, right? So how is your relationship with your dad now?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. A lot of my friends were like, "Oh, you should be so grateful you have a dad like that."
Really? Oh my! They need to read the book then.
Yeah, because some of my friends have met my dad, and he's remarkable. Like from where he came from, and the background he had, and my grandfather was a teacher,
right,
in a very rural area in Yemen. Like nobody knew about him. And he stayed in that rural area, and his friends went on to the Ministry of Education, and you know, back in the day, and my dad had to fight to go through that journey to bring his dad from the village to the city and to just let them live a better life.
Yeah.
My dad was the only child from his father, so that the other family came in, but my dad saw what education did for him. Like he had to go to school by himself.
Right.
He did everything by himself growing up.
That's really
he
amazing.
helped his family.
Yeah.
So I think because he saw what it did for him, my dad was the only one in the family who got a full education and left the country.
Exactly.
No one in the family. We didn't come for money.
Right.
Like the opposite is true. So a lot of people see like, oh, you're like from a family. I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Hey, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
right.
But because of his past, and like because I was in Malaysia for a while, so he'd come and visit. We would have these moments when we were more like friends. And obviously because of our journey, the mental health and everything, we were very close because I was always there.
Right.
Like there was no right arm. I was there. So that's why our relationship is so different from the rest of the family, because it's just he's seen me through all those problems. Yeah. And it was heartbreaking, and sometimes he wants to forget the hardships. And he tries to look at now and the future. But like the other day, something happened, reminded of the past, and he's like, "No, I don't remember that."
Oh no!
So I'm like, I understand it's very heavy for him, especially as he gets older.
Yeah.
And he's getting older and he's getting fragile. So
how old is he now, if you don't mind me asking?
He's 67, 68.
Oh.
Yeah, 68. He just turned 68. Yeah. In February.
Oh,
19th.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I love you guys' relationship.
Yeah, I
love
him.
that. I love the fact that like he's able to see a perspective and still go, my daughter needs to study.
He wasn't always like that.
Okay.
It was because he was from a culture where they kept pushing him as well.
Right.
Like, your daughter shouldn't be in public. She shouldn't be seen.
Really?
Yeah, he had to struggle with that. Like, I struggled with him to kind of fight that battle. It wasn't like he was born with, education. No. He wasn't born with that.
I see. Okay.
He was married to my mom, and he was from a different culture where the girls weren't educated.
Right.
Even though his dad was a teacher. The girls don't go to school. My mom never went to school. Never, period. She never went into a school.
That's why she was so always happy to have you around.
Yeah, she used to say, "You're my teacher, you're my mom." And I'm like, okay, so I'm the mom here. But I think I told her, I'm like, no, you, because of everything you've been through, you were educated.
Right.
You're a mother, you've done this. So I had to boost her up and understand that education is about lived experience as well. It's not just about school.
Exactly.
But for my dad to learn as well that my education is not just something I'm doing for like work. It's also for me to be built, and I tried to communicate that to him as well, and he was a bit attentive. Like when I used to be interested in poetry, for example, he remembered that. He was the only one who realized that I was interested when I was in Yemen. So he would like say, "Okay, you really like this Yemeni poetry?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you what this means."
That's so cute.
He was the only thing that reminded me that I knew something about knowing.
Yeah.
You know, which is like
Yeah.
something different. Nobody did that for me in the family.
Right.
But obviously he was very busy. He was never around the house much. But in those small moments, we developed a really good connection.
Right.
And I built on it. I constantly was there to challenge ideas of community, of society.
Yeah.
Because he would be like embarrassed. Like I used to walk out without a scarf at one point, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, no."
No.
Like, don't, like, my friends, what are they going to think about me? I'm like, Dad, okay, in front of you, I'll wear
Right.
that for your friends, okay?
Right.
Eventually, we reached a point where he was just fine with
Right.
whatever, I am. But it was a constant struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, like, overnight. He wasn't, like, born like that.
My goodness.
People think that, oh, your dad is open-minded, he's understanding. I'm like,
yeah. You know
guys,
him now,
yeah,
not the him
you
before.
don't know the battle.
Go back to the
Because
beginning.
he has been
Yeah.
very controlling, very, like, overprotective. He
Yeah.
has been all those things, like, but I think everyone goes through their character build and journey.
Exactly.
Nobody's perfect, and we're still learning from
Yeah.
cradle to grave. So
Yeah. No, I love that. I really love that though. Like I love and I admire when, dads have relationships with their
Yeah.
daughters, because that's something that like I'm still trying to kind of like, build with my dad as well.
Yeah.
So hearing that, they do actually at some point kind of come around. So that gives me a little bit of hope. That's
I
really
keep
good.
pushing my sisters because they're so much younger.
Yeah.
So they just be like gave up on like trying to connect. I'm like, no, you have your own relationship.
Right.
You have to try to
Mm-hmm.
see what you talk about, what conversations you talk about.
Exactly.
You have to do the work.
Exactly.
Like, it's not going to come like that. It's not built in.
No.
You
No,
have
it's
to
not.
work on a relationship and see
Exactly.
how you communicate
Yeah.
and go through the hardships, go through that, because that's what builds you.
Exactly. And also having to like know about the hardships, it's like, yeah, like you said, it definitely does build you, because like now it's like, okay, now we know that there's something on the table that we need to work on,
Yeah,
right, together.
yeah.
So you were married. You were married. I'm not gonna say yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna say you were married.
Yes.
Read the book to understand and know why I'm even like bringing this up.
I broke, I reflected, I rebuilt, and I did it again. This is my 7th. I didn't just survive it, I studied it, I understood it, and then I rewrote my story.
You have a son,
100%. Yes.
right? And that is the cutest thing. He is the cute, like he is so adorable.
Yes.
And how old is he?
He's 6.
6 years old.
He's turning 7 this June.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Can you believe you have a 7-year-old?
Of course I can believe.
Yeah?
He's there all along. Yes.
I honestly, I want to hear your perspective, from motherhood, right? Because that was also another open door into wanting to figure out why, what's going on,
Yeah.
and having to, shift through that. So,
Yes. My motherhood was interesting
right,
because I always wanted to have like 10 kids.
right,
Like growing up from a Yemeni community, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get married early, going to have 10 kids, and like we're going to have like this huge family running up and down the house.
right.
And that was my vision. And I was like, that didn't happen, but eventually. It was instinct. Like I really was like a mother instinct. Like it was just, I think because my sisters were younger than me, or
Yeah.
I was around younger kids, I'm not really sure, but the instinct of like being able to take care of a baby was so natural to me.
Right.
Like I am that type of person who wants to take care of my baby, and I kind of saw my mom how she did it, and so
Yeah.
that's just, it was so natural. Like I didn't have to go through lessons.
Yeah.
Nobody was there. I was alone. My family wasn't around.
That was something.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just 4 months before COVID
Right.
when I gave birth.
Oh
It was
my
insane.
goodness.
It was insane, but I loved every single moment. It was,
It seemed like it.
yeah. It wasn't intentional, like of
Yeah.
how to be a mother. Like I have read about books about how to be a mother and stuff like that, just to
For
try
sure.
to. But when you're in it, one thing that happens is you automatically become the person who you've seen be a mom around you.
Right.
So that was my mom.
Right.
So I used to say things and be things like my mom. And I was like, snap out.
Yeah.
You're not your mom.
Nope, you're not.
You can learn.
Yeah.
You can adapt. You can see.
Exactly.
So those things were a bit challenging. And then obviously my child, bless him, Yasin, he's like a reflection of me.
Yeah.
Like when I see him, I'm like, this is me.
Oh my God, he
It's
really does
crazy.
look like you too. It's crazy.
His personality too, like He's so active. He's like, he wants to explore everything.
I love that.
He's very confident, which was not really me. But yeah, but obviously,
Well, it's probably you now.
It's
so
his
he
own
probably,
person.
drew from that.
maybe. But I
Yeah.
mean, he's a better version of me. But
I love
he's
that.
beautiful.
I love that
beautiful.
you said that, actually.
Yeah.
I really, really love that you said that, because when you say that he's a better version of you,
Yeah.
do you think that you're the better version of you now?
I'm the better version of me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But he's the better version of me.
Of you?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Because I read something recently that a part of the mom
Mm-hmm.
stays in the child.
Always.
No matter where the distance
Yeah.
is, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't spoken about this yet.
Perfect.
I'm
let's
gonna
let's have
share.
an exclusive right now.
Okay, this is something I'm just brainstorming because
Right.
I like seeing the Arabic language,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's not like, well, it's kind of my mother tongue, but I don't just speak it like that. I speak it with trying to translate it to English,
Okay.
because I want to know why the culture used that word
Right.
for those contexts.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this word that we say when a woman gives birth.
Mm-hmm.
It says Allah yajburish.
Okay.
Okay, so I was trying to understand. I haven't Googled it. I don't know the exact
Right.
meaning. Jabar is like heal. The
Okay.
root word of Jabar is here. So when you say this to a mother who gave birth, it's like, God will heal you. And I'm like, how is a child healing? But then in reference to the scientific research that I just talked about, when a part of you is in the child,
Yeah.
there's another research done with a psychologist. She said that generational trauma
Mm-hmm.
and healing is not just a psychological thing, it's a physical thing.
Mm.
A part of your DNA, your genetic, goes into the child. So some of the makeup of like survival skills of all these things goes into the child.
Yes.
So they have the adaptability to improve on that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's genetic as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when that word from the culture and how they say that and congratulate the mother, Allah yajbarish, like, may God heal you. I'm like, why are they healing? They are healed with their child. I was like mind blown. I'm like, is this my interpretation? So I have to Google it. I still have to Google it. This
Yeah?
is like new. This is
But
like
this
exclusive.
is like your interpretation as of now.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is what, like, I was just thinking a few days ago. I'm like, is this what it is? Like they just say it commonly like that.
Right.
But I'm like thinking, wow.
Now
the
at this
kid
point, you're gonna
does.
go deeper. Like, where's the origin of this? Where is this
Yeah.
coming from?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. There's so many things.
You know what? When you figure it out, let me know.
Yeah.
Because now I'm interested.
Because, like, yeah, they do become a better version of yourself.
Absolutely.
They do carry your genetics, but these traumatic signals or whatever, like
Yeah.
survival mode, fight or flight, they carry it instinctively. So when they
Exactly.
face things, they almost have a memory of the mother and what they went through. So those are the developments that the child carries to heal the
You
world.
just opened up like a door in my brain that's like trying to now figure out what's.
I'm still trying to figure
I
this
love
out.
that.
This is like my brain juice.
I love how your mind works. I love it.
This is the brain juice. It's gonna carry me for a while.
Oh yeah, honestly, and I hope it carries you all the days of your life.
Yeah,
I really hope
thank
so.
you.
So you named the book My Seventh Rebuild.
Yeah.
Why 7?
Well, that was also a dream, by the
Okay.
way. But it wasn't from the dream. Like, the dream just had 7 suns, like 7 burning suns. But that was like a long time ago.
Right.
But I was looking for something to name the book. I don't know. I don't remember why it was 7th. I think it was because 7 was my lucky number, or
Okay.
7 was the 7 days of the week, or 7 was like
Number
the
of
Holy Spirit.
completion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 7. Also, I calculated. I did the calculation. So I was writing the book. There's actually one of the reasons. When I was writing the book, I was initially outlining 10 chapters.
Ah.
This was like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
And I got to the 7th, and I felt like I was done.
Ah.
The 8, 9, 10, I couldn't finish. Like, I felt like it was redundant. And I'm like, I don't think I can do an 8, 9, 10.
Completion.
Yeah, I really
I
couldn't.
love that.
I couldn't do, like, so I felt like it was repetitive, and this
Yeah.
was like just made sense to end
Exactly.
here.
Honestly, it ended perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, it gave you, it basically, you kind of like walked me through every single step of where you came from, where you landed, what you did, and who helped you along the way. When I got the book, I read it that same night.
Oh my gosh.
So I pulled an all-liner because I'm like, I need to figure out what happened, like what happened next, right? And the chapter that fascinated me more was the one where you met a professor.
Yeah.
Right? He saw something within you that like moved you fully into where you almost are, you are now. I love it when God brings people into your life that kind of leads you to where he already drew the path for you, type of thing. It's like, oh, you were blind to this, okay, I know that you're going through this, but let me just bring you here, just bring you this person who can be a voice of reason for you, so you can be able to kind of like
and there's so many
see,
people like that in your life.
that's the thing.
So many.
That brought me to a point where it's like, yes, the world sometimes is cruel, but there are some good people.
Beautiful things. He was a highlight of my like journey of writing.
He made me smile.
Is
he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's in India.
Wow.
Yeah, I communicate with him like once a month.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
He saw the potential in you.
He's amazing.
And pulled it out.
Yes.
And did not let you like give up or drop or anything. Like, he really pulled it out. And you are a phenomenal writer.
I chased him. I actually literally chased
him. Good.
Because he was like, no, you can't handle my teaching. No.
Well,
because he was a yeller. Like, nobody wanted him as a supervisor. Nobody.
And that's the reason why you even went in the first place.
I was like, he has something I need to know.
There you go. That right there. And the fact that you kind of go ahead and you follow your instinct, your instinct, sorry, and you don't let up.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, I love people that it's like, there's something about you that I know I'm supposed to get. I don't know what it is. I'm starting to call it a prompt.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's something that needs to be pulled from this, and I'm like consistently prompted to go into that. So it's like, you go for it, right? And that is an amazing thing to have. And you now do some poetry shows.
I should do more of them.
You should. I need you to please do more, because the cadence of your words and the way in which you write.
The words are different. Like, some of the poetry shows have a theme.
Right.
So I don't want to break the theme.
True.
So I have to select something from my previous work that fits the theme.
Yeah. Oh.
And sometimes, I can bring up anything and say, but it's out of place. Like, there's a time and place for everything.
True. You are someone, and I always say this about my brother too. You can be put in a desert, and you'll find your way. You will speak to the cactus, and the cactus is going to like give you the water and help you figure out. People like that are honestly, to me, fascinating. How many countries actually have you traveled to or lived in?
I lived, so living would be more than 6 months.
Okay.
So I would include India.
Okay.
So that's Iraq, Yemen, UK, Canada, India, Malaysia. That's the living.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Wait, sorry. I have to chronology. Iraq, Yemen, UK, Canada, Malaysia.
Wow.
Did I miss something? Because I went back and forth. Oh, India.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay, so 6.
Okay. And of all the countries that you've lived in, your favorite?
This is a question I can never answer.
No?
Everything has the beauty.
Exactly, because it's like literally a party. Like, you needed to be in a specific country to learn something and to get something from it,
and
right?
it's like a different perspective as well.
Exactly.
So I can't really say a best country, but definitely the East is beautiful, tropical.
Right.
I love the tropics. I love the warm weather.
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
like cold weather.
Nope.
So anything,
So do I.
anything in that region would be good to go.
Okay, perfect. I actually like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of worked on the questions this morning for you. We didn't even touch one question, which is honestly so beautiful, because I wanted it to flow this way.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of like people just kind of grab onto this episode so they can be able to go and get your book. Okay? Because I need people to read your book. It's really good.
I think people would love it if it was printed, though.
Exactly. I mean, once you find a way,
Someone
let us know. But for now, because it's still a digital copy, where can people find your book? And how can we...
How did you find it?
I found it on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, I went on your Instagram page, and then I clicked on the link that was on there, and it led me to the website for the
I think if you search my name, Samar Almont, and put my 7-3 build, You would find it, or Samar Almont ebooks.
Okay.
You might find it, but Instagram, I think.
Yeah,
Facebook.
that was like the easiest link for me to kind of click on and like go into. It literally led me into the website.
Yeah, so just
I
like
can-
Google Samar Almont and find me somewhere, and you'll find the link.
Perfect. And because we are, we're talking about women as well for this, for the Women's Month. What would be one lesson you would give a little girl restructuring and going through changes?
You're perfect no matter how you are. You don't have to change.
And I'm gonna end the episode right there. I'm not gonna add anymore. I'm not gonna take out anymore. I'm gonna leave it right there. You are perfect no matter what. Samar, thank you so much for this episode. I honestly, you actually make my heart giggle. Like it's crazy. And like your personality and who you just are in general is just, you're such an array of sunshine.
Oh, thank you.
And I honestly genuinely pray that everywhere else that you may go, first of all, I want you to reunite with your son.
Yeah.
Okay?
So
I want you to
hopefully.
be able to have him because he's so cute. But on top of that, your story is not done yet.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
Sometimes I wish it was done.
I
Sometimes
know.
I'm like,
I totally
Really?
get it. I totally get it.
I feel like I'm
but
done.
you know what? I think that there's still so much more to live
Yeah.
and so much more, that this is just like the beginning
Yeah.
of your journey, of your story, right? This book is just kind of like encapsulates the what happened.
Yeah.
And I believe that there's going to be another book and more stories.
That's what my dad said, by the way.
There is going to be.
That's what my dad's like.
100%.
This is just the beginning for you.
Yes,
okay?
there's going to
Like,
be.
okay.
It's just the beginning. So keep writing, keep doing what
Yeah.
you need to do. And thank you again
Thank
for your
you.
easy yes.
Thank
And this
you.
is not going to be the first or last time that we speak.
Yeah,
So just know
hopefully.
that.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
Well,
We'll stay in touch.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for,
Thank
for
you.
being a part of the episode. And thank you for watching this episode. I hope that it inspired you to grow, to glow, and to restructure. And please go get her book. I'm going to have the link, in the description below. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.